Hello everyone, Olga today with you, and I'm starting my videos in UK, interviewing Ukrainians who open their business. They want to share their story with you. Today my guest, she is very special. She's very entrepreneurial woman, developer in Ukraine and publisher, and she owned a couple of restaurants in Ukraine, and she opened here, she started her new business. It's called Borshch to go. Her idea is introduce Ukrainian borscht and couple of other food for all over the world, and Cambridge as very international city is great place to start. Now I will show you interview with her and how the things is organized, and if you are anywhere in UK, especially close to Cambridge, you just must come to this location and try it.
Hello, everybody.
So I didn't hear the story by myself, so we'll listen just it all together. Tell me how you, from where are you coming, from where you started, and how you reached to open the kiosk here in Cambridge.
Story began maybe 5 or 7 years ago. But before I came here, I didn't know about this because we came to the Cambridge from the 1st of April 2022. And we started to live as all other Ukrainians who just came and have to find out their own way. And one day my husband called me and asked, Liliya, do you know what you're going to do in Cambridge? I said, should I do something? He said, yes, you know, there is war, nobody knows what will be, so we have to think about this. I'm doing a lot of different projects in Ukraine, and find out the idea what to do for me, it's like nothing. And I have a lot of dreams for me and for all people around me. But of course, when there is war, like this channel of creativity stopped. We don't know how. And I told, should I think about money again? He said, no. About money, I will think, but if you have idea, please go ahead. And what happened after? In front of me, it was a house where a big Ukrainian family from Mariupol came. And it was mother and 2 daughters and grandchildren, and 3 of them lose their home. All of them were destroyed finally %. And I was thinking, how many people lives in Mariupol? And I know that like 70 or 80% people without home now. And after this, I start calculate, like 800,000 people in Mariupol, maybe 500,000 without home. I'm developer in Ukraine, so I know how to calculate buildings. So 500,000 people per 20 square meters per person, per $800 per meter. Finally, it was several billions, milliards, billions of dollars. So I make it like 10 billions of dollars I need to repair homes for people who live in Mariupol. And after this, I start calculate how many borshch I have to sell to get this money as a fund. And finally, my calculation was like 100,000 points over the world. And if each points will sell 50 borshch per day, for 3 years it would be enough to collect this money for the fund. Why borshch? Because 6 years ago in Ukraine, in Kiev, VS Marketing was opened with ramen. Those time I didn't know this word, ramen, but like borshch, this is national Ukrainian soup. Ramen is national Japanese soup.
True.
And VS Marketing was open somewhere without any labels, and a lot of people were lining, were in queue to get ramen. And I was so surprised. Somewhere in not very well organized premises, people are staying in a queue to find ramen. And I said, please, if it will be not ramen but borshch, very nice borshch, or maybe a lot of kind of borshch, will you stay in a queue? They said, look at me like, strange woman asking strange questions. But finally I understood just now that seed came 6 years ago as idea. And now, because UNESCO confirmed that Borshch is Ukrainian national heritage, which have to be protected over the world, it's time for Borshch. And our mission to make Borshch as popular in the world, like ramen, sushi, pizza, and so on. And of course, I am the mother of students, and I always worry when students eating not healthy food.
Sandwiches.
Yes, yes. So we realize that, like, if we sell borscht, something like vareniki with salad or wrap with salad, something with salad, and drink, which is not carbonated drink, it will be healthier. So we find out new paradigm of fast food, which is fresh cooked, and especially in Cambridge, where is a lot of students, it would be very, very
all over the world.
concept.
So it's actually a great idea to introduce to all over the world.
But to find out idea, it's only first small step. What's the next step? The idea is good, but somebody have to implement this idea. And as you know, psychology told that we cannot do all work. So for me, the most important find out idea and launch like startup. But when the business starts, somebody have to make operative deal, like operative manager. And during all summer 2022, I brought a lot of Ukrainians to the Cambridge because I was a volunteer for Cambridge for Ukraine. And a lot of them were my friends, of course. And I invited my friend with whom we are neighbors in Kiev, who was running business for a long time. Please come, we will sell borscht. I have idea for you, because I know that she is very well organized and she can do it. And finally she came and we start to dream about this together. We apply for the kiosk. First it was not this kiosk, another kiosk in Jesus Green Park. It was like tender, and every 3 years they change tenants. We applied there, but unfortunately we didn't get this place. And they proposed us, please, you have a chance to get another kiosk. All our documents were prepared, but we didn't believe that it's possible for Ukrainians, because tenant agreement for 3 years, our BRP for 2.5 years, and we didn't have previous experience which is proved here in this country, and even our money is not proved here. So a lot of points which were not our strong points for us. Our friend, who is British, he became our financial guarantor, and we proposed price for rent higher they proposed for us. We don't know exactly what was the most important, but finally we got it. And after this, it was more than 6 months to agree all points of agreement and so on. Those time in autumn, we didn't know that kiosk will not work in winter. We thought that we'll start and we'll work immediately. But we start our work only in May. Our turnover depends on the weather. If it is very hot, people doesn't want to eat borscht. If it is cold, people doesn't want to sit nearby because it's rather windy. So I think this business will be only half a year, maybe from May until September. So now our high season to start and develop it. So let's talk about borscht. I'm telling that borscht is our main metaphor, which shows how Ukrainians are flexible. Flexibility is the most important soft skill to be winner. And how borscht will help us, or how borscht shows that Ukrainians are very flexible. people here knows what is lentils soup. It's very popular here. Two kinds of soup, lentil soup and tomato soup. And of course they don't know yet what is borshch. So instead of potato, we use lentils. And we propose here lentils borshch. We are cooking lentils borshch in wok. So we cook very quickly, just 10 minutes. And all vegetables are a little bit al dente. So all vitamins are there. And one day we will prove it in Cambridge University, in a special department of chemistry, that really this kind of borshch is the most healthy. And people like it here. All nationalities, all ages, they are eating, and the first sound is mmm. And I am the co-founder of the restaurant in Ukraine, and we are also very attentive for this first sound, because if you try something as it means unconsciously you like it. If somebody is eating and there are no I say, how do you like our borshch? I know that this is not true, because this is from head, not from your heart.
But I have another question to you,
Yeah.
because we all know that borshch could be with meat and without meat.
Yeah.
So you decide to make this borshch vegetarian.
Yeah.
So why did you reach to this point? Why you're not proposing two options, for example, and why you decide to have exactly such recipe?
During all months long, which are working already, only one man came and said, borshch without meat? It's not the borshch.
And it was
We
Ukrainian.
have this option. We have chicken, because we are proposing chicken roll, chicken wrap. So if you want, 1 spoon of baked chicken and your borshch will be with meat. But it was only one guest. Vegetarian food is very popular now over the world, and of course it's healthy. So we are on the world trends, and we would like to propose in this market what people really like. But we propose also with borshch a piece of bread, which is homemade bread. This is my own recipe of Ukrainian bread. And we put our salo or smalets. This is pork fat. With a small piece of cornichon, and all together this bread, this smalets, borshch, is absolutely amazing food pairing. That is why finally it's not 100% vegetarian. If you're really vegetarian, we will put something on the top like hummus or maybe Philadelphia. But if you are not vegetarian, smalets is the best combination, the best pairing.
And how the foreigners reacting on salo or smalets, because this is some product that they never try most likely.
They like.
They like it?
They like it, yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So we are happy. So the idea to make borshch as popular is in the world like ramen, absolutely possible. And I'd like to tell you our story how we got grant.
Okay.
Because it's also very interesting. Maybe it would be a motivated story for other Ukrainian people. You know, United Kingdom is very stable country, and as more your life is stable, as less creative you are finally.
Yeah.
Because a lot of private entrepreneurs in Ukraine, because life is not easy. That is why they are happy that so many active people with ideas came here, and they are ready to support us as much as possible. So a lot of different meetings were organized for Ukrainians here, and one day we went to the same meetings in a NatWest Bank. NatWest Bank are a bank who is working in the commercial market. 70% of the business accounts are in NatWest Bank. We didn't know about this, of course, and they invited representatives from the library, and they proposed us there is opportunity to get startup grant. The first winner got £10,000, next like 6, next 2, and the last one 1. So in the beginning we applied and we were in a short list, and finally we won, but we won just only £1,000.
Still great.
Yes. The idea was not only about money. Of course, when you open business, you need money, and even 1,000 is also was small part, but it was useful. But we have got a lot of good knowledges: how to create business plan, promotion, how to make pitching, and of course, the most strong emotionally was our pitching, when it was final decision and in front of the 3 judges. We told our story from the even beginning, from the first seat until now. And I was telling story about Ukrainian women. I had these pearls. In the beginning of pitching, they taught us how to do this. It's very important to hook the attention of the people who are listening you. So I took pearls, I took scissors, I cut it, and I told that now, like Ukrainians, all over the world, Ukrainian women like these pearls. And we are in the places where not enough love, not enough kindness, because we are like lamps where collected our oils for the years and years. And now there is time to spread our love over the world. And we are here to bring love, Ukrainian kindness, Ukrainian hospitality to the UK, to bring our Borshch and love people through our culture, through our taste of life.
Wow,
One of the
that was
judges
nice.
started crying, and in
was
the
very nice.
end of our pitching we were fed up in them by Borshch and other food, so we were happy.
Yeah, that is very nice. So you own a couple of restaurants in Ukraine, right? So you are very familiar with the process of opening a food business in Ukraine, and it's kind of side of documents and all kind of licenses that you need to pass through. So what you can say about same process in UK, opening a food business? Is it easier for you or more complicated, and how you was finding out how you need to open it exactly?
I have to say it's more easier. Easier because the system is very transparent, yeah?
Yeah, transparent.
Transparent. You go just for site, go UK, and you can find there everything. How to register your company you are doing yourself. It takes just only 20-40 minutes and you are the owner of the company. When you start your business, nobody will check you and punish you immediately. All authorities support you as much as possible. They explain you as much as possible. They show the way how to make it. For us, it was very important to get hygiene certificate. Maybe not everybody knows that when you go to the cafe and restaurant, look, there is special label, and it has to be 5-star hygiene certificate. It means that you was checked, everything is clean, all process according to the rules and so on. And of course this commission will come when you do not expect them. But before they came several times just to testing. Please do this, we recommend you do this, and finally, after this, call us and one day we will came. And when they came, they congratulate us, everything very nice. So because we have got this certificate, hygiene certificate, we can deliver our food, and we are working under this points. So a lot of support.
In Ukraine, we also have something similar like that, some kind of organization which is checking. And there is a lot of rules, how you need to cut, how you need to store the things. Do you see here rules are more strict or more easy, and still how you can compare it to Ukraine?
Here is easier. And all rules is according to the understandable rules of life. And all these rules helps you. But rules in Ukraine just please do something and we will punish you. Do something and we will punish you, because it's very easy to make this rule in the wrong way.
How I understand, in Ukraine also if you're a restaurant, you need to have your all ingredients supply from the trustable suppliers, licensed and with all the documents. How is it? Is it same requirements here, and or it's more easy? Can you sell homemade food here, for example, officially or not?
Homemade food you can sell, of course, but your kitchen have to be proved and checked, and your kitchen have to be under this hygiene certificate. And to get this permission, very easy. If you at home you want to cook something, you can apply. Please come to my kitchen, check my kitchen, and everything nice, you can do it.
So you sell a lot of food, and at the end it's not just borscht. So in menu you have wraps, you have sweets, you have chocolate, you have coffee, ice cream. So what's the most popular food still between your customers?
I'd like to tell you about Shushkovsky coffee. Of course we are selling cappuccino, espresso, americano, but we cannot propose something special for what people will come back. But Shushkovsky coffee, this is our invention. Vitaly Shushkovsky was a doctor who died last year. He proposed to put 9 different spices in coffee, and because of them, coffee became very delicious and very healthy. It activates all your immune system and you become healthier. That is why we propose to our clients Shushkovsky coffee, the recipe of what kind of spices are inside, absolutely evident for everybody. And I hope that maybe one day other restaurants will come write down in their menu our Shushkovsky coffee, and maybe one day not Borshch will be popular over the world, but even Shushkovsky coffee. So it's interesting to propose something special, Ukrainian, and which is connected with the real story of real men who help people to be healthy. Of course, we are proposing vareniki and mlynci. We call it crepes with cheese. People like it very much, but most of Ukrainians likes Ukrainian food. For other people we propose wraps and of course homemade cakes. Medovik, Dynamo, it was Spartak in Ukraine, but we changed the name. Instead of Spartak we call it Dynamo. Waffle cake and Kiev cake, of course.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Please, I'm waiting for your feedback if you enjoy interviews with Ukrainians and less of my personal vlog. So I would be very happy if you like it, and don't forget to share this video and subscribe to this channel just as you're part of supporting Ukrainian women abroad. Okay, bye bye.